Butterfly off in the sky. I got a story to sing, and I'll tell you why. I'm searching. I just saw two butterflies. I saw a white one when I was getting in my car, leaving from my sister's. And then I saw a like black monarch looking one. It was like a black design one flying as I turned into my home. Searching, searching, searching. It makes me think about my life, and a lot of you all are going to, resonate with this, but just our life in general and the phases of life from being the larva to, well, the pupa, and then becoming the caterpillar, and then going into the chrysalis, and then evolving out to be a butterfly. It makes me think about Kendrick Lamar's poem, to Pimp a Butterfly, and how many people praise the butterfly and the caterpillar is left to be envious of the butterfly, not realizing that they're one and the same. But life, the way society is created to make caterpillars be upset with the butterflies, not realizing that it's all a part of a similar journey and a similar process. Hey, huh? I was just recording a video. How you doing? No, because it's hot and I can't record sitting on my porch because it be so hot because my phone start overheating. I like sitting in the car. Do y'all Wi-Fi be messing up though? Because my Wi-Fi be messing up in my apartment from the thing. Like my computer can be just in the living room and it'll mess up. 4 a.m. Yeah, that's true. Oh, same with me because I be having meetings and it's been shutting off on me and stuff during the sessions. Yeah, I'm good. I just like sitting in the car because I normally will be sitting on my porch but it's been so hot outside and the phone will overheat and stuff. And so, thank you. You have a good rest of your day. I see we both got our pink on. You too. Oh, I'm gonna keep that in the video too, y'all. Okay. I love my neighbors. We be checking in. She was like, I just want to make sure that you good. You need to use my Wi-Fi. You be in the car. Cause baby, every time I get in the car to record, she coming home. So like that's why I be speaking to her and stuff for the car. Um, but so this energy, right? They try to create this life where they want the caterpillar to be jealous of the butterfly, not realizing that they're one and the same. And the butterfly is really just an example of, what the caterpillar can be, not realizing that a lot of butterflies are being pimped out. And that pimped out energy is like they're masking their true self in order to um get the recognition that they desire, for example. So the butterfly gets signed a deal, or they they get these deals and all this other jazz, right? They sign these different contracts and stuff. So now they're being pimped, their skills are being pimped, who they are being pimped. And the algorithms do that to us. They want us to just talk about a particular thing online, and when we stop, it tries to punish you, right? That's what a pimp does. A pimp punishes you when you're not doing what you've been designated to do, especially if you're the bottom B in that area. You get what I'm saying? We see this happen in so many different spaces, but I feel like a lot of people at this time, they're really starting to peep game that certain things are being, you know what I'm saying, pitted against. And so even with that conversation with her and I were talking about the Wi-Fi sometimes acting up, That makes me think about the interconnectedness of people and us in general, right? If we can if there can be a created separation, then can people truly know how powerful they are together, right? But then at the same time, you have to understand that there are people who will pimp out that energy because you're like a butterfly. So they pimp out that energy of, oh, well, we're just alike, and the mirroring and all that other jazz, right? Because they want to just be connected to you and your beauty. Um, and that's something that you have to watch out for when you are talented, when you're beautiful, when you're an achiever. 555, that's something that you have to watch out for, because there are opportunists out there, and that pimp like mindset is not just with pimps. You're going to find people with a pimp mindset in every field, every space, okay? They know how to emotionally, mentally, all physically manipulate you into doing things for them. And that To pimp a butterfly energy was to show us how we've been pimped in the system, like from the jobs that we work. Oftentimes they're pimping us out. um I remember when I got my first job, like big girl job, after receiving my master's of social work, and I remember seeing the billing for my services, and I noticed that they got paid $32 every 15 minutes of work I did. So they got paid $128 an hour for every piece of work I did. Guess how much money I got paid an hour? $30 an hour. So I'm getting paid $30 an hour, but you're making 106. No, sorry. But 32, 64, $128 an hour off of my time. And I'm getting not even 30% of that, right? I was being pimped. Same thing with educators and teachers. Licensed teachers, they receive more, things of that nature, but the salaries and all of that of what's offered, and then you don't get support for buying materials for your classroom. You got to buy it yourself. Like, you're being pimped out for your services, for your skills, for your youth, for your talents, and you're not getting your full worth. You get what I'm saying? And what happens when you try to get out of the system of being pimped, right? Well, when you try to get out of the system of being pimped, they try to blackball you, or they try to ruin you to the point where you're not recognizable, or you're not, um, what's the word I'm thinking? You're not attractive to other opportunities. I know when I was looking around before I left my job as a teacher, and I miss it. I do. That's why I teach now, right? I still teach, but just on my timing and my curriculum, right? Because I realized how much of the curriculum that is being taught in the schools, it's teaching children to be okay with being pimped out too. We all have a choice, and sometimes the choice that aligns with our integrity or our morals, or our independence and who we want to be, does not align with the programming that was set forth for us, that we're in that loop, in that cycle, right? But we can still break it. We can still break out of it. We don't have to be in it. We don't have to be stuck in it. You know, we don't have to be stuck in it. And this season, what I've been noticing has been a lot of people breaking out of those cycles, a lot of people breaking out of the cycle of allowing others to just use them, to manipulate them any way that they want them to be. I'm seeing a lot of people get away from that mentality, um, realizing how people have been manipulating, them emotionally. And it's been so beautiful watching this revolution that's happening. We're in the middle of a revolution. We're in the middle of a revolution, and that's what the age of Aquarius is all about. This age of Aquarius is bringing about, we're not, there's no, pretty soon, we're not going to be able to just pimp out the butterflies, right? Like, we're going to be in control of our masters. You get what I'm saying? We're not signing those bad deals anymore just so that we can be on. Because realizing being on and being popular don't mean nothing if you're still struggling. So that's why a lot of the celebrities and things of that nature is being revealed to us on their reality and the life that they live and what they have to go through, because we were told to idolize them. We were told to, this is what we should want. This is what we should aim towards, 1111. And now we're seeing that what we were told we should be aiming towards or wanting is not really what it is. It makes us then look and see other options. And it's been so freaking beautiful watching people walk into their own personal energy with everything that's been happening. I've been loving it. I have been loving it. I have been loving it. From clients and my coaching to butterflies in the village, butterflies in the school. Like, I've been observing family members. I've been observing it with so many people. Um, I went to visit my sister because she invited me. She was teaching a cooking class this summer with some kids for a summer program. And so they were having their end of the summer program, like showing off what they made and stuff. And so I went up there and I was up there for about an hour while they were preparing and getting it together. And it was all boys in her cooking class. Now that right there is revolutionary because typically we see girls in cooking classes, right? So it was all boys. And it was one, I was just observing like how exciting and how excited and stuff they were. And there was this one boy who he was like, we did that. We did that. He was so excited. And it was like no one heard him or, acknowledge it. So I made sure I spoke up and was like, and you did. And y'all did all of this. Y'all did amazing. Like, I spoke even deeper into those affirmations for him to know that, yes, what y'all did, like, this is seen, and be proud of this work that you've done, what you've created, what you've completed, especially when we're at a time that society would try to push those same boys into sports before they would try to push them into culinary arts. They'll try to push them into football, basketball, you know, something active, get them outside, get that energy out, right? It's like we put these paths on our kids, or on the kids, and it's just like, let them try out different things. You know what I'm saying? Let them grow into the butterfly that they want to be and not the butterfly that you want them to be, because we're innately pimping out their energy. Seen a butterfly off in the sky. I got a story to sing and to tell you why I'm searching. Do do do. You see my fan, I need someone who feels the needs the same as I am searching. Searching, 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 searching. Um, that's the message. That's what I needed to get out. Whatever you do in this season, be your own butterfly. Don't let anyone or anything come in and shift you or try to tell you how you need to be showing up. You know how you need to show up. You know what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is that we can want certain situations to work out, or relationships, with certain people to work out, but it don't always work out. And in it not always working out, it's like we accept it for what it is and go about it. And I just feel like in this season, the butterflies are truly evolving into the butterfly that, we were all called to be without the limitations. You feel me? Like the butterflies without the limitations. And so I thank you all for being here. Thank you for tapping in with this message. And as always, always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team is calling for you to do. Period. Um, love you all, and I'm going to see you all later. Bye.